come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, and that's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
First carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know,
and McCoy loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
But we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front. And, oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get it much further, taken down on the other side of the 50. Looked good for a second there, but it turns out just to be a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but there had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on a PAT that you can return it for 2. He got it across midfield there, just not close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, it's blocked. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. It can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy: 16 carries, 63 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw. Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the 50, it's gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No wonder you're taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second down following the run. Here's Taylor to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when you're just...
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. On the run, it's Ware. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And it's caught. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third and goal, Taylor. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we heard it, how heavily they stressed effective goal line offense this week in practice. Pays off there, they punch it in.
Now not only have we heard it, we saw it. All that preparation, and what it means is going back and examining what's been going wrong before. How can you correct it? Maybe it's even changes of personnel, but it paid off in this situation.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's complete to John Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Goff. Toward the left sideline. line, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Goff. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Goff on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough. It wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Going deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Taylor on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts to go in the first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Andre Branch. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5. Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll send Parker in motion right. From the gun on third down, gone. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Hill with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. for Drake. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
McKinnon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On second down, it's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And back onto the field. Here comes the Dolphins defense. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Oh, little 360. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And some room to work. What a spin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now McCoy, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Taylor running the option left. He may try and run for this. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyrod Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. To him. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The play clock's running down. Out of the gun. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Yeah, here come the Bills, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now here come the Dolphins. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now gone. It's complete to Parker, left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And now the offense operates in the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On first and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with time running out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium, because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Taylor to throw. And Blake has it over the middle. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time, as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Throwing now is Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.